Hello and welcome to Fortress Alaska. I'm your host Dave, and today we're going to talk about so you've bought your first semi-auto pistol. Now what? Well, first thing is when you get home, you open the box and go through everything that comes with it. So let's do that real quick. So some gun manufacturers give you a chamber flag, and that's what that's called, the chamber flag, so that the gun is unloaded. There's no way for a round to be in there when it's in this condition, and it is totally safe. So let's just remove that and set that aside. Of course, you get the pistol, so we'll set the pistol aside. Now this is a SIG P220 10mm. I'm not suggesting this be your very first semi-automatic pistol, but it's an excellent pistol if you should choose that. So let's set that aside. There's a magazine already in the pistol. You get two other magazines. Let's set those aside. Like I said, get your chamber flag. And usually underneath something is all the other stuff. You get your lock. These locks are excellent for using on gates or sheds and stuff like that. That's about the only use I have for them. You get your swag. Nothing important. You get your registration card. You can register online, probably simpler than registering any other way. So you get all kinds of swag in here, and more stuff about Legions, more Sig Sauer stickers down in there. There's the receipt. So there's all that. So this may look like the owner's manual, but as you can see, it really isn't an owner's manual. It's just a bunch of warnings. Notes, warnings, and cautions. For those who fly would understand that. So, if you want to get the owner's manual, many manufacturers have gone to this with the QRL code. However, when you go to this QRL code, you just go to the website page that has all the owner manuals. Then you have to find yours. And it may not be listed by name. It may be listed by categories. SIG is notorious for doing things by category. So you may have to dig down in the category to actually find the one you need for your owner's manual. So some people may not like that. I mean, having to go online to get your owner's manual. I happen to not mind at all, because then I can just download it to my phone, and then it's just always on my phone should I ever need it while I'm out about at the range. If I have a problem, I can look at my owner's manual. And when I'm at home, I can pull it up on my computer and look at my owner's manual. So it doesn't really bother me, although, I mean, I can print one out if I really want a hard copy. But I can understand why they do it. It's, you know, save every last penny you can. And everything is going digital these days anyway. So let's just go ahead and... so that's the first step, just going through what you get. So the next step, after you've gone online and either downloaded and printed your owner's manual or just read your owner manual online, is to manipulate your firearm and learn how it works. So it probably informs you how to remove the magazine, how to take the magazine out, how to load the magazine, so forth and so on. So if you have dummy rounds, practice doing that. If you don't, you can practice loading the magazine with live ammo. Just don't put the thing in the gun while you're at home unless you really know what you're doing. So anyways, after so you see how to load and unload your magazine. You see how the controls work. See slide lock, slide release, decocker lever, takedown lever. You learn about the sights. They may or may not tell you how to aim your sights. Generally, you put the front sight dot on the target exactly. So where you want the bullet to hit is where that dot sits when it's on your sight. So that's usually how it's done. And some owners' manuals will tell you that, others do not. So the other thing you want to do once you've gone through is disassemble your gun. Now that it's yours, you want to know how it works, you should know how to disassemble it. So on a SIG, that's easy. You simply remove the magazine first, lock the slide back, has a handy takedown lever. Just move the takedown lever, release the slide holding onto it, and take it apart. And then you can remove the spring and the barrel from that point on. And in general, wear safety glasses because these springs are under tension, and if they come flying out, they're going to hit the worst thing possible, which is a glass window or your face. So wear safety glasses. So then reassemble your pistol and function check it. So the way you function check is you point the gun in a safe direction. It's totally safe this way. Check the trigger, it fires, keep the trigger back, cycle it manually yourself, release the trigger for the reset, feel the reset, cycle it again, there you go, it fires, pull the trigger again, it fires. For this one, cock the hammer and use the decocker to decock it. So that's the next step. Learn how to use your firearm before you load it with ammo and take it to the range. Learn how to disassemble it and how to clean it and what maintenance it needs. Okay, the next step after you've bought your first semi-auto pistol is get an assortment of ammo chambered for, or the same caliber as your pistol is chambered for. So for mine, just simple start, 2 boxes of ammo, jacketed hollow points, and full metal jackets. So let's take a look at these so you can see the difference in them. Okay, so get a close-up view. You can see full metal jacket, jacketed hollow point. The reason you get both is you'll make sure your gun functions with both. Now, in times past, you might find that most handguns might function with one type of ammo but not the other. That's not so much the case now. Guns are so reliable, there's no longer an issue. But you should still check. Now, I'm just starting with 2, but if you really want to work with your pistol, get a variety of many different types of ammos, all in the same caliber, obviously, different bullet weights, different bullet construction, to see what functions and what doesn't in your firearm so that you know in the future what to buy and what not to buy. So just for a start, just get 2 boxes, 1 full metal jacket, 1 jacketed hollow point. And with any other hobby, there's gear that comes along with it. So if this is your first sidearm, make sure you have safety glasses so that when you go shooting, you protect your eyes. Gloves are often useful, whether or not you need them. You know, it could simply be a weather thing. It also helps protect your hands. And I will tell this, if you have a heavily serrated pistol, I wouldn't wear a gold ring because it will chew it up. So putting gloves between your pistol and your ring is a good idea, or just removing your ring. Hearing protection is a must. With every round you fire, use hearing protection. The other thing you might want to do is have a small cleaning kit of some kind. And always take your cleaning kit with you to range in case there's some sort of issue. This is a multi-caliber cleaning kit. The big thing here is I have added a real steel cleaning rod, so should a case get stuck, I can pop the case out at any time when I'm at the range. So just a few things you should get to start. Now the other thing you may or may not need is, if this is just a range gun and home defense, you won't need a holster. But if you do need a holster, I have plenty of videos on holsters. So once you are thoroughly familiar with the operation of your gun, the maintenance of it, the cleaning of it, disassembly, assembly, how to load and unload, it's time to go to the range. So a key thing, like when you've never fired a gun before, your first time firing a gun, you're not sure what to expect, load 1 round. It's not a joke, it's not a Barney Fife reference. Just load 1 round and try it out to see how it feels before you load the magazine fully, because if you should have an issue, you don't want to find out you have an issue with a loaded magazine. So, no issue, everything works fine. So, first, let's take a look at trying it with full metal jackets. Now, let's try it using hollow points. And in general, just spend some time practicing with your handgun in the different ammunition you have attained. Well, I hope this video was helpful for those new buyers the first time they have a semi-automatic pistol. Also, one thing I'd like to point out is it is not a joke. Seriously, just try it with 1 round first. that is something you should always really do. Just one round first, just to see what happens and feel for it. Because if you drop it, if something goes wrong, the round is already expended and the gun is just a piece of steel at that point in time. So anyways, I'm your host, Dave. This is Fortress Alaska. Please like and subscribe. Ask questions, make comments, and as always, have a good day and get out shooting.